My name is Omar Torres Cortright. I'm the Executive Director of the Segundo Ruiz Belvis Cultural Center. Segundo Ruiz Belvis Cultural Center is the oldest Latino cultural center in Chicago, 47 years. And we specialize in Afro-Latin music and culture. And we have been doing that through various ways, including community engagement, free programming, free concerts for the community, all kinds of events in the parks, events at the center, and of course our youth programs in which our young people can learn Afro-Latin music and collaborate with some of the top musicians in Afro-Latin music all over the world, and we do all kinds of exchanges and programming for the community here. So even though we are primarily an arts and culture organization, when the hurricane hit Puerto Rico, as the longest standing Puerto Rican cultural center in the city, we obviously activated in a very different way, and the whole mission of the organization changed for that year after Maria, and it continues to change because nothing will be the same after Hurricane Maria. Basically, we decided that during that year we were going to focus on providing as many services to not only the people in Puerto Rico directly, but also the Puerto Ricans that have been displaced and we're trying to find a home in Chicago. So we immediately joined forces with the Puerto Rican Agenda, and we have been actively involved as core members of the Puerto Rican Agenda, and the Puerto Rican Agenda put a very clear strategy together to work with the climate refugees, or specifically the people from Puerto Rico, evacuees that had to flee their homes after the hurricane. And that strategy was the 3 R's for Puerto Rico is what we call it, so rescue, relief, and rebuild. And in that rescue and relief part, we obviously were helping specifically the Puerto Ricans that came to Chicago, and there was a process that we put together in conjunction with the city of Chicago and the Office of Emergency Management to try to find private and public resources to help Puerto Ricans. We knew that the city alone was not going to be able to do the work that needed to be done to receive upwards of 4,000 Puerto Ricans that had to come to Chicago. So we worked in many different ways to build alliances to facilitate resources, and sometimes it was through nonprofit organizations, sometimes it was through churches, sometimes it was through just a really good neighbor in the community that wanted to house a family, because most of the resources were really not available immediately, like FEMA resources, hotels. The hotels through the FEMA program were not available immediately.